because when I came into rehab, I was that guy willing to do whatever I had to stay out on the field, and that meant taking handfuls of pain pills every day. And I played in an era where we practiced hard. And that mentality, that Bear Bryant mentality, that Junction Boy mentality, where if you don't practice hard, you're not going to play hard. And a lot of the injuries that we sustained back in the decade that I played were in practice. It always blew my mind that they had that mentality to treat their greatest commodity as a team, which is their players, like that. But that's the way it was back then. And I was willing to do whatever I had to stay out on the field, and that meant taking handfuls of pain pills every day and practicing through the injuries or playing through the injuries. Because, if you ever got the reputation of always being in the training room or always missing practice or always being on the injury report, then you were sure to have a short NFL career. And I was determined not to let that happen. And I was determined not to let anybody else in my position. So, that's how the addiction started. And of course, it went for another 8 years as while I was a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, it took 20 years plus after that for me to finally raise my hand and ask for help. And there was a series of bottoms that I had to hit, during that process. And I knew that there was a lot of other guys out there sick and suffering just like me, and because of pride, ego, guilt, shame, whatever it was, wouldn't put their hand up and ask for help. And usually it was because they didn't think there was any resources available for them. And these are guys that I played with and against. So, once I got myself squared away and worked on myself for a while, then, I started reaching out to all these guys and sharing my story and tearing down the stigma that's associated with addiction and mental health issues. And guys started coming out of the woodwork. And, that was the beginning of ProAthletesInRecovery.org.